This is dope. So
I almost mentioned Mortal Kombat in that last because I was gonna relate Star Wars to Mortal Kombat
okay, how so?
because Mortal Kombat 1 and 2
Mm-hmm.
were like my favorite games of all time.
Yes.
I literally in 6th grade never played the game ever,
Yeah.
yet I knew every single move and I dreamed about playing it all the time. I couldn't afford it. I would play it every once in a while when I go to a friend's house that had money and I had a system, and then every once in a while I go to the arcade
Yeah.
and I would be too scared to play it at the arcade because there's usually like a gang of Asians there that would play it, and I would just watch how cool they were doing.
They're smoking cigarettes because
Yeah.
back then people could smoke inside arcades.
I remember watching these gangs of Asian people playing the game, and they were hitting the thing so fast.
They were incredible.
They would win like 50 times in a row, and I swear to you, I was not dreaming. I was too young. I still don't do hallucinogens,
Yeah, let's hear it.
but I was too young for all that. They were doing some stuff where they were doing like 2 fatalities and a babality with a friendship.
Yes. And here's the thing about that. Doing the fatalities and the babalities and stuff, that was hard.
But like they were doing multiple things at once, and I was like, how that is not in any sort of magazine.
No.
They had to break it or like written the code of the game. I don't know how I was so amazed, and that literally was all I thought about for about 2 years after that, just how crazy. And they won 50 games in a row. All of a sudden the game turns into Pong.
We've known each other for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we both saw that at the same arcade.
Maybe.
Because we used to go to the arcade. Okay, for
Yeah.
my birthday or someone's birthday, we'd go.
I might have been with, yeah. It was,
And I looked that up because I
Yeah.
thought, I was like, there's no way I'm not remembering this right.
we might have gone together, yeah.
He did like 5 babalities. There was a
Yeah.
ton of babies on the screen. So I looked it
I
up.
was so confused.
And there was certain versions of the arcade ROM that you could do that air. And the screen would flash and you would do another one, and you could basically keep doing it. And but it only existed
How
on
did they
certain...
know?
Dude, that's what I want to know.
How did they know? I was so excited to play this game at the arcade. I was like, oh, cool. And even though there was just a huge crowd around it, I was not disappointed because my mind was blown. It was like it's like seeing the Harlem Globetrotters for the first time.
It
Just
wasn't
seeing them
like
do
any
like a
other
backwards half court shot, and all these like crazy. You're like, oh my goodness, how do they do that? Their hands were moving so fast. I could not believe my eyes. And then the game turned into Pong.
So
because he won 50 games in a row or something like that.
Yeah. They had fun with that game, with the coding. But one thing about that game, there used to be this arcade called Games People Play, and you would pay $5 and you could get in. And
Was that it? Was that it? Was it one of our birthdays?
Well, probably, man.
I think we're talking about the same day.
But I remember going there, and Mortal Kombat was different than any other game that the arcades had ever seen, because of the people that were interested in it. People would walk by other machines. You wouldn't walk past Mortal Kombat. In fact, there were so many kids crowded around this arcade game that Games People Play Arcade, they put up another screen up on top of it. So if you were standing back like 10 kids, you could still see what was happening.
And here's
that never happened for any other game.
Let me bring it back to why I brought this up.
Yeah.
So Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 were so cool, and the appeal was, well, when you have these secret codes to do these weird fatalities.
Yeah.
But the appeal was that this was before graphics really was a thing, and they made the faces look like real people.
Yeah.
And then Mortal Kombat 3 came out, and then it was just all cartoons, and it was like, who cares about seeing a cartoon?
You think they went too far with it? Yeah. Too much CG.
Yeah. It's like Star Wars. They just, it's like all these movies and stuff that it was cool like this, and then they wanted to go to this other technology, and then it was just boring.
Yeah, part of the reason it was really cool is because they used live actors.
Yeah, Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, so I watched this with
this is
producer Crystal.
It was like the most real thing we've ever seen at that time.
So, okay. There was a game called Pit Fighter, which also used live footage for a fighting game.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good as what it was in Mortal Kombat, but that was the first one that I remember using live actors in the footage. But this is great. Crystal hadn't seen this, and we came across it behind the scenes, Mortal Kombat 1, rare footage. So this is like what the actors were doing when they, either sampled the moves or cut them out and put it into the game. You got Kano here.
It's good acting.
Yeah, and it's just, how incredible is it that they made this video and that it's still around?
See, I didn't even know that they used real actors until you
didn't
mentioned
either.
it.
And that's why, like, that's part of the reason why that game was so incredible.
Yeah, that's why it was so good, because there's real faces. And back then, we didn't have anything like that.
I don't know what that's all about. I don't remember that move.
This guy cracks me up, though.
So, what's this? Hang on.
Oh, he's doing one of his moves.
Yeah, but then he like almost falls off.
That's funny.
There's a great one of Raiden here that we've got to show, because it's the reason why I clicked on the video.
When are they gonna put in this type of work into something again?
I don't know, but watch this Raiden here. Well, not necessarily this. That's not the clip I was talking about. But yeah, let's check that out.
That looks kind of funny.
This right here. Look at
right
this.
Behind him.
Oh, we'll go back to it. But here, let me see if I can
screenshot that for the thumbnail.
Show it there a little bit better.
They'll probably take that away.
You see what he's on right now?
A treadmill.
Yeah. Look at that, dude. Look at that move.
Yeah.
That was it. That's why Raiden looked so cool when he walked.
Yeah.
You want me to screenshot the part where he's You got to give it up to him for trying.
Yeah.
That part there, that's the part. All right. I mean, if you get one takeaway from that video, that's all you need.
Purpose, aren't they? He's
he's having some fun. But all the actors. Oh, you know what? By the way,
is that Liu Kang?
I wrote the dude that played Scorpion for an autograph request, and he signed it for me. Super nice dude. How dope is that, dude?
Yeah.
Friendship.
They got Johnny Cage doing the leg sweep.
Liu Kang.
Dude, I love to see them do those moves, man. That alone takes me back.
They're making it so the actors are doing so video gamey. It's just
incredible.
so cool how they did it, and they don't. No one has any. No, everybody. They're all just lazy. They don't want to put this work in.
Yeah, you could probably say that game was a product of love.
Geniuses, man.